Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I am sharing something a little bit bright, a little bit tasty, and hopefully a lot of fun. I recently finished this watercolor piece of lemons and blossoms, and I wanted to talk you through the process and the inspiration behind it. I have always been drawn to the contrast between the bold, textured yellow of a lemon and the delicate, soft pink of the flowers. There's a real Mediterranean summer vibe here that I wanted to capture. If you look closely at the lemons, I didn't just use one shade of yellow, I played with ochre and even some light browns to give them that organic, slightly bumpy texture. The biggest challenge with this piece was keeping the flowers looking airy. I used a very light wash for the petals and let the white of the paper do the heavy lifting for the highlights. For the leaves, I went with a mix of sage green and some deeper indigo to create depth so the lemons really pop forward. I would love to know what you think of this loose style. Are you a fan of realistic botanical art or do you prefer this more expressive approach? Let me know in the comments and don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you want to see more of my art journey. Now let's dive into how you can paint these two. Here is the technical breakdown. Step 1. The sketch. Keep it light. Use a 2H or HB pencil. Draw 3 overlapping ovals for the lemons. Organic shapes, lemons are the perfect circles. Give them that little nib at the end. And flowers, sketch 5 petal blossoms surrounding the fruit. Don't worry about being too precise. Nature is beautifully irregular. Step 2. The first wash, wet on wet. The lemons. Lay down a clear water wash over the lemons. Drop in cadmium yellow. While wet, add yellow ochre or a tiny bit of burnt sienna on the bottom edge for shadow. Leave white spots for the shine or highlights. The background. Use a very diluted cerulean blue or sea green around the objects to create an atmosphere without overpowering the subject. Step 3. Painting the blossoms. Use a permanent rose or alizarin crimson heavily diluted with water. Paint from the center of the flower outward. While the petals are still damp, drop a more concentrated pink near the center to let it bleed naturally. Step 4. Adding contrast and greenery. Use sage green for the darker leaves in the back. Mix in a bit of Payne's gray or indigo. Use a fine liner brush with burnt umber to connect the lemons and flowers. Keep the lines sketchy and broken to maintain the loose style. And the last one, step 5, final details. Once the petals are dry, use a thick gouache yellow or a concentrated deep yellow for the stamens. A tiny brown dot for the pollen. And if you want that lemon skin look, take a damp brush and leave tiny spots of color or flick a few tiny droplets of dark yellow paint onto the fruit. Now I decided to step out of the studio today because you just can't beat natural light. I was so inspired by the colors of the season that I had to sit down and capture these lemons and blossoms in watercolor. There's something about the way the sun hits citrus that feels like bottled sunshine. And That's exactly what I wanted to show you in the piece. You know, painting outdoors really changes how you see color. I noticed how the shadow on real leaves are not just green, they're blues and purples. I tried to bring that living energy into these lemons. Let's head back inside and I will show you exactly how I layered these washes to get the glow. Thanks for hanging out with me in the fresh air today. I hope this painting brings a little bit of sunshine to your day, just like it did to mine. I had to step outside today because the light was too perfect to stay indoors. Doesn't this weather just make you want to pick up a brush? There's something about being surrounded by nature that makes these colors feel so much more alive. I brought my latest piece out here to see how it looks in the real sun. Nature is the best reference library we have. Today I am letting the garden inspire me, my palette. See these blossoms? I spent all morning trying to match that perfect delicate pink on my paper. If you look at the shadows on these trees, they are not just black, they are deep blues and greens. That's the secret I used for the leaves in my lemon painting. Painting lemons feels like bottling up the sunshine, so it only felt right to show it to you out here in the bright light. Thanks for coming outside with me for a bit. I hope this video gave you a little boost of creative energy. Go find a flower, grab some yellow paint and see what happens. I will see you in the next one. Don't forget to look up and find your own inspiration today. Catch you later.